Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us for this week's Community Spotlight. I'm really excited because our guest today is DeAngelo's Rhodes, and he runs. Tell us what your actual job there is. I know you are kind of our go-to when we've worked together, but tell us what your actual position is.
So I'm the site director here at City Center. So I just oversee day-to-day operations, make sure place doesn't burn down, no kids get hurt, all that kind of good stuff.
You're the chief bottle washer.
Exactly. That's it.
You herd cats and you make sure things happen.
Yep. Make sure that, the kids that are hanging off the banister, like land in my arms whenever they jump off. So make sure everybody lands in a soft spot.
I think that's a very important job.
It is.
So tell the people that are watching a little bit about City Center. It's got a very unique and special mission, and I can't wait for you to share it with them.
Yeah, so we're a resource center for under-resourced families and individuals. We've got a free food pantry, a free clothing room. Really, our biggest deal is our kids program that we run. On a typical day, usually during the school year, we'll see 60 to 70 kids a day. We'll give them snacks as soon as they walk in, give them high fives, hugs, the whole deal. Just kind of give them a little bit of time to hang out and shake off school or shake off home or whatever it is they need to kind of get away from and be kids for a little while. Then from there, we'll break into our stations. We'll do structured time, leadership classes, tutoring, mentoring, athletics, board games, video games, just whatever we can to keep them, engaged and entertained. And then from there, we'll serve dinner and clean up, shut down, and do it all again the next day.
Sounds like a really fun way to spend an afternoon.
It is fun. It keeps us young for sure. I still feel like I'm, 13, 14 whenever I'm around these kids. So they keep you young for sure.
Very cool. Now, we were talking earlier that, when COVID-19 happened, you guys had to shut down for a little while and that was hard. Can you talk through some of the challenges that the center had?
So with us having to shut down our kids program, it's tough. It's like I was telling you earlier, a lot of our kids, if they don't eat here, they don't eat at all. So we're worrying about, is this kid okay? Are they getting enough to eat? Are they getting sleep? Are they safe? Because again, it's a safe place for, a majority of our kids that come here. So that was probably the biggest part of the shutdown. The flip side of that was we were able to continue handing out food. We got to a point where we were handing out 1,800 meals a day to people that were in need, which was awesome. You guys actually helped us out with the hot dogs that you gave us. Amazing hot dogs, chips, Coke, water, all that kind of good stuff was, that was fun. So, being able to help out the community whenever, they were in need of food, it was fun. It was rewarding for us. But again, at the same time, we missed our kids a ton. So
I'm just going to say it for the people who are sitting way away from their computers. You said you guys were serving 1,800 people.
1,800 kids. Yeah. It got crazy. We tried to do 3 or 4 days worth of food. We did, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a snack. But just the amount of people we were serving, it was nonstop. We'd show up one day and, there's a line going around the corner of people that were in need. So as soon as we open the door, it's time to get to work. And we, next thing you know, it's time to close. We're exhausted, but then, go home, get some sleep and come back and we're ready to hit the road again the next day. So it was fun for us. It was tiring and could be a bit of a headache at times, but people were in need and we're here to help. That's what we're here for.
We were so glad that we could support a little bit during that whole ordeal and support your very important efforts to make sure that people weren't hungry.
Mm-hmm.
DeAngelo, can you tell people where they can go if they want to get involved in City Center?
Yeah, so we've got our website is okcity.center. There tells all of our information, how to get a hold of us, emails, phone numbers, addresses, whatever you need to get a hold of us that way. We're actually also on Facebook and we're on Instagram. I believe we're on Twitter too. So it's okcity.center.
Now, if somebody wants to do something, what are your biggest needs right now?
Right now, probably keeping our food pantry going is our biggest need. Shelf-stable food, noodles, soup, tuna, just anything that can, stay on the shelf for a while. It's just hard to, keep with the amount of food that people are needing. But that's really our biggest need. We also take donations in our clothing room. And then of course we'll always take volunteers to help us out with our program. Our kids love meeting new people. The more attention they get, the more fun they have. So for sure, volunteers, clothing, food, stuff like that. Time, if you got some love, come spread some love to our kids. They love it. They definitely need it. They're worth it. So
I'll be there as soon as I can.
Come on over.
There's nothing better than spending time with kids, I don't think. So I absolutely want to come on over.
I was telling the lady earlier today, I was like, as many headaches as we get from these kids from time to time, it's totally worth it. Take some Tylenol and come back the next day because, they're going to be here waiting for you. So it's fun. We love it.
They keep you honest, don't they? And
for sure.
Like you were saying.
Yeah, they can see through all the bull. So they'll call you out any day.
Absolutely. They really do have a great way of showing you what's the most important priority of your day.
Absolutely. Yep.
So I've been asking everybody this, anytime you have something challenging that you go through, and all of us have this collective experience of going through the pandemic, there's always a silver lining. What do you think yours has been?
Ours, it's probably been, the relationship with our staff and our volunteers. When you're in here, you're in the trenches and you're working and you're all, have one goal that you're trying to accomplish, and that's make sure that these, kids and families and individuals get whatever they need to be successful in life. Whenever we did shut down, just passing out food, like it brought staff closer, and we were able to rely on each other in ways that we didn't know were possible to begin with. So it was we definitely came closer and made some strengthen our relationships for sure.
Did you learn anything about the kids that was maybe a different perspective than you had thought before?
We did. We know our kids were tough, but having to go through this, you're looking at kids that didn't get to have their graduation, didn't get to have no prom, no sports, no state champions, any of that. So the resiliency of these kids that we deal with every day, like it's kind of got taken to a whole nother level with this whole shutdown. So the fact that they came back with smiles on their faces and are like, well, it's different for everybody, so let's just keep moving forward. Like it's inspiring to me as an adult. So it was awesome to see.
I think that's an absolutely wonderful thing that you remind us all that to take our cues from kids. They are very resilient and tough, and we could all take a lesson from them.
For sure.
Is there anything that you guys have coming up? Any fundraisers? Any special events that you want to highlight?
So we are doing our back to school bash. Right now it's scheduled for July 25th. We've got 1,500 backpacks that we're going to pass out. We're going to stuff those things full of all the school supplies that these kids are going to need. As of now, I'm not sure if we're going to do it drive-through style, if we're actually going to do a whole party. But yeah, here at City Center, July 25th, we'll have everything you need to get back to school. It's going to be, this school year is going to be different, and we will have the masks to go in your backpacks as well. So it'll be a little bit extra.
Very cool. Well, I think that is awesome. You guys have a ton going on. And if you all who are watching are looking for a place to invest your time and energy and maybe a few dollars, I think you should look them up and see how you can get involved. And DeAngelo, I just really appreciate the work you and the whole team do every day in support of our community and our kids. And so just want to say thank you from the bottom of our heart. And until we can all visit again at the ballpark, we want you to have a great day.
Sounds good. Appreciate you talking to me. And again, our staff, I have an amazing staff, volunteers, everyone, we're built for it. Like, it's what we do. It's our mission to make sure that, people are taken care of. So, and then if it's something that we can't do, like we know somebody that can do it. So it's a whole collective deal that we have going on. So thank you so much for being willing to speak to us.
Well, I appreciate you. And to all of you watching, we thank you for joining us again this week for our Community Spotlight. And until we see all of you at the ballpark, we hope you have a great day.